For the last couple of years, Xbox has taken a massive gamble in the time, money, and features they've invested in the Xbox community. These massive investments have been in the works for years, and finally, it's about to pay off in a big way. Xbox's gamble is going to pay off big this holiday season, especially when the competitors are not able to keep up with what Xbox is bringing out. Let's get into why Xbox is in the best possible position they've probably ever been in. Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Remember to hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support is greatly appreciated. And if you want to be notified on future content, make sure to hit that small little bell icon. It helps out the channel a lot. So the first thing I want to say is that Xbox has been talking about the 2021 holiday season for quite some time. Phil Spencer has gone on record to say that the true next generation console battle begins around 2021 holiday season, where more consoles will be available. It will be the first holiday season for the consoles that released, where they'll go on sale and games will start to matter a little bit more, far more than when they launched. Because we have to admit something for a second. When a console first launches, the games aren't the biggest reasons why people buy them. And from what we've seen with the Series X and PS5, it's obvious that the company that makes the most consoles will sell the most units. We've seen that a lot the last several months. Xbox has won, and so has Sony's PlayStation 5. But as the generation progresses and the prices start to balance out, and the games start to release, what's the most important aspect of a console? Well, it starts to be the exclusive games that launch on those platforms. And from what we've seen this holiday season, Microsoft is in the best possible position we've ever seen from them, bar none. And this isn't something new. This has been something Phil Spencer himself and Xbox has planned for years, and probably something they planned when they launched these consoles. I mean, let's go back to November of last year when the consoles first launched. This is what Phil Spencer had to say about 2021 and the games lineup they have. Our pre-orders sold within hours, and that's true for the competition as well, Spencer said. There is a high demand for gaming consoles right now, and we're both going to build as many as we can. So I think the possibility of Halo Infinite launching beside Xbox was more of a brand and heartfelt moment for us than it was critical to the launch. In fact, you could argue that holiday 2021 from a lineup is probably more important because from a competitive standpoint, both consoles, knock on wood, will have supply, so there will be a demand constraint rather than a supply constraint in the next year. This is something that was said last year when people were a little more optimistic from a hardware perspective. What I mean by that is Sony and Xbox figured that they would have more consoles out there for people to buy. That means more PS5s and more Xbox Series X's for the holiday season. Because of that, Xbox knew they had to have massive games coming to their console and to Game Pass that people can play on the Series X. And don't get it twisted, Sony was having the same conversations internally because they wanted Horizon Forbidden West, Kennu, and of course Deathloop for 2021 holiday season. And I bet they also figured Ghostwire Tokyo, Death Stranding Director's Cut, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut ready for holiday season or a little before towards the tail end of summer. As we know, Horizon was delayed, and the Director Cuts were cool, but not huge games that people would go out and buy consoles for. This has been a battle of heavyweights going on right now in front of us. Both Microsoft and Sony wanted to dominate the holiday season because they figured they could get more consoles out there. Yet Sony is the company outside looking in when it comes to massive AAA games coming out. And it's something that this article mentions right here. Microsoft Xbox Series X is primed to deliver this holiday season in a big way. In fact, I'd go as far to say that this is the strongest position Microsoft has been in since the glory days of the Xbox 360 generation. It's as though all the pieces have finally fallen into place. Not only will Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S owners get to enjoy two major exclusives in the run-up to Christmas, Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite, Sony's PS5 is suddenly bereft of first-party releases now that Horizon Forbidden West has slipped into February 25th, 2022. I have to agree with this article because it's true. This holiday season, Xbox is going to dominate the news cycle because they'll have great games coming out every single month. First-party games getting expansions, and of course, massive AAA games like Forza Horizon 5, which is the best racing game ever in my opinion. Throw in Halo Infinite's entire campaign and multiplayer for December, and you can see that Xbox is dominating the holiday season. All the while, Sony hasn't really brought out these massive games this year. I'm sorry to say, but Returnal didn't set the world on fire, and Ratchet & Clank has actually gotten some negative press as of late, with developers saying you can make that game on a PS3. Now, I know what they're talking about, and I get that the visuals might not match it. You throw in their biggest game coming out this holiday season, and Deathloop is actually an Xbox developer, And you might say that Xbox continues to dominate the holiday season, because let's say Deathloop reviews well and does well on not only the PS5, but PC, it's more of a win for Xbox than it is for Sony, because it's an Xbox developer making that game and all future games from that developer will be Xbox exclusive. So as you can see, what Phil Spencer said last November is true. The battleground for next generation does start this holiday season. And from what we've seen, Xbox has known that for a very long time. It's why they have so many games coming to Game Pass, because they want people to come over to Xbox and nowhere else. Especially when they can bundle Series X and S consoles with Game Pass that will have so many new games there for people to play at such a cheaper price. And let's just forget about Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite, which are the two biggest games coming out this year alone. We still have all of those other games like Back 4 Blood, Age of Empire 4, and of course other third-party deals we don't even know about yet. You can see that Xbox planned for 2021 to be the start of their next generation of overflowing people with games. Because let's look past 2021. People think that the beginning of 2022 is going to belong to Sony because in February, Horizon Forbidden West is going to launch on the PS5. And while it's one of the biggest games of the year, it's not the only game coming out. A lot of the delays Xbox has seen will launch in 2022 as well. Warhammer Darktide is a massive game and will launch in Game Pass day and date. There's going to be other massive third-party games that Xbox will sign to Game Pass. Not to mention, they'll have first-party games come out also. There's a lot of things that Xbox is going to bring out. This isn't going to stop. Xbox took a massive gamble with Game Pass and all the money they've invested into that platform. And when you take a step back and look at the holiday season for 2021, with the amount of content coming, that gamble is starting to pay off in a big way. And if you take a bigger step back and you see that the Series X is selling like crazy, way more than the Xbox One and way more than the Xbox 360, because to start this generation off, Xbox had one goal, is to push their platform to new heights and have people forget about the Xbox One generation and the things they might have stumbled with. They want to make Xbox a household name and the biggest brand in gaming, bar none. This isn't just about Xbox the console. This is about Xbox as a whole. So when you hear about Xbox or Microsoft, it's going to surround gaming and the amount of content that's on their platform. And it's going to start this holiday season and continue for the rest of the console generation. And I think Xbox didn't expect Sony to have nothing come out this holiday season. So I would say a little bit of luck was thrown in there. So let's see if this gamble pays off, and let's also see what Sony announces at their event, because that could change the way Xbox announces their games in 2022. Either way, 2021 is Xbox's year, and they're completely dominating this holiday season, and I really don't see any other publisher even competing with them. But enough of what I think about all of this, tell me what you think. Did you expect this to happen? Is Xbox truly owning the 2021 holiday season? Is Sony's lack of games going to help Xbox? Will this continue into 2022? What other games is Xbox going to sign into Game Pass that we don't know yet? Has Xbox surprised you at all with the amount of content they're bringing out? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button to support us at the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I'm playing a lot of Alien Fireteam. That game is so much fun. I don't care what anyone says. I like taking out a bunch of the aliens and the xenomorphs and everything in there. The campaign is really great. There's actually a lot of lore in the game, and the best part, it's co-op. I love playing with my buddies. I've been playing with Shady a lot and a bunch of other people and a couple of his friends, and we're just having a great time going through the game. So yeah, I really recommend it. It's cool as can be, honestly. Just taking out a bunch of aliens, and there's so much action. Trust me, it's a great time. And I've been playing Psychonauts and a couple of other games here and there, but truly, I'm kind of waiting for Far Cry 6. I'm honestly looking forward to that game because I've enjoyed Far Cry 5, I've enjoyed Far Cry 4, I put like 80, 90 hours into 4, so I really enjoy those type of games. Plus, Ubisoft is one of my favorite publishers. I enjoy their games, I love Assassin's Creed, and I'm going to enjoy Far Cry 6. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing something on your Xbox, your PC, or are you playing something on your PS5? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for, so talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.